Welcome to Michigan Condo Voices, where real co-owners and real Michigan communities come together. We break down the issues that matter most with clarity and transparency. Let's get into today's episode.
Hi, everyone. I'm Stephanie with Michigan Condo Voices. This is a quick reflection on how some HOAs use small repairs or fines against co-owners, and more importantly, how they misuse legal services. I'm not discussing any specific association or case. Instead, I want to talk about a growing issue across Michigan and beyond. HOA boards levying fines or small repair invoices and quickly escalating to legal, and often without prior engagement with co owners to attempt facilitation. That's not how proper governance works. Attorneys should be the last resort, not a daily tool. The real issue is a breakdown of processes, not individual disputes. Across Michigan, there is a disturbing pattern. Disputes over small repairs or fines that cost far more to litigate. Yet some boards escalate anyway. Co owners ask questions or request clarification. Instead of working with them, some boards sends it to the attorney at some point. And once attorneys get involved, the meter starts. Every phone call, every email, every letter, every response, every copy, every paperclip. Now you're not dealing with just the cost of the fine or the repair anymore. You're dealing with legal high fees. What started out as a small fine or repair balloons into thousands of dollars, not because of the dispute, but because the process was mishandled. All because some boards refused to communicate in good faith directly with the co owner. This is not good governance. This is not due process. This is simply escalation, and escalation is expensive. And if a lien gets filed, that's where the clock really starts ticking. Now your ability to sell, refinance, or even assess your home equity is at risk. Pay now and fight later can be an early protective solution. Some may consider pay now, fight later controversial, but here's why I suggest it. This does not mean boards are right. This does not mean co owners are giving up their rights. It means protect your peace and property first. Paying the fee or invoice shuts down escalation. Full stop. The bleeding stops and co-owners regain control. Moreover, you prevent thousands of dollars in additional charges. And then, once your property and peace are fully protected, you can challenge the process. After the fee or the repair invoice is paid, here's what Michigan co-owners can do. Request a formal hearing based on the Michigan Condominium Act. Ask for documentation and board voting records. Challenge selective enforcement. Appeal through internal dispute resolution. And file complaints if due process wasn't followed. Paying the fine or invoice doesn't close your case. It opens the door for you to challenge it without the stress of liens and attorney fees. And most importantly, you stay in control, not the board and not the board's attorneys. Here are some things worth understanding. The problem isn't the co owner, it's the process. Boards funnel everything to attorneys too quickly nowadays. There's no transparent path for dispute resolution, and fines become revenue tools, not compliance tools. Overuse of legal services is a red flag for mismanagement. Retainers misused as unlimited credit cards, attorneys acting as de facto property managers, boards outsourcing decisions they should make themselves, and a focus on escalation instead of resolution. The Michigan Condominium Act requirements often get ignored. Boards must follow due process. Co-owners must receive clear notice and an opportunity to be heard. Fines must be reasonable, and repairs should be agreed upon before the job starts. Attorneys should not be used to intimidate or shortcut procedures, and HOAs must act in good faith and avoid selective enforcement. A board's job is to resolve issues, not create more of them, such as the cost of unnecessary legal escalation, breaking trust in the community. Co-owners become afraid to speak up and ignoring the fact that transparency solves 75% of conflicts before attorneys are even needed. This isn't about right or wrong. It's about protecting your home, peace, finances, and holding your board accountable to proper processes. Take care, everyone, and thanks for listening.